Yo, how is everybody doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully better than freaking cough I've had for weeks. Get that shit out of here. I'm trying to do my fucking intro. Anyway, where are we? Friday? Mod Madness Live? This fucking hat. Get the fucking fuck off. This will be very confusing for anyone watching on the vertical. Because that doesn't show up on the vertical version. Hope everyone's doing okay on Twitch, on YouTube. Hope you've been doing well. Been up to interesting stuff. I, for one, have been glad to get my goddamn edit done. So that's live on the YouTube channel right now. And I honestly, I gotta tell you, I didn't know what I was streaming up until about half an hour ago. So, you know, this is done. Favorite Matrix fight? Smith versus Neo in the subway. I love that fight to bits. But no!
Don't let your kids watch it!
You should absolutely let your kids watch The Matrix, by the way. It's a perfect film. It may traumatize them. Especially if they're, you know what, like 7 or whatever. Anyway. But yeah, there's so many great bits to that fight in The Matrix. Would heavily recommend. Love the neck punch, you know, the way he goes. Matrix is okay, Sadrax, but a lot of stuff in it might fly over their heads. Like the bullets. Like that. Like that. I was looking away for that one, so you don't get me. You don't get me. I'm immune. I'm distracted enough as it is already. I'm just browsing my goddamn doom scroll feed over here, and I'm checking out slips here. I'm almost forgetting that there's a friggin' sub coming through. The heck is going on, Tired Imp? Thank you so much for the 2-month streak. Currently on 3 months. Not the demonic kind of imp, the PVZ kind. Plants vs. Zombies? What? This keeps happening, man. People use acronyms, and I don't know what the actual source is, and my brain goes, boo? Anyway, let's play the mod. See if it works. I should have tested this before I went live, but ooh, it's up. It's good. Now, I'm very confused if you're actually being serious, Imp, about the Plants vs. Zombies. Because now I'm trying to think if there's a plant or a zombie that's also a tired imp that pilots a mech in Plants vs. Zombies. Clearly, I am not deep enough into the lore of Plants vs. Zombies. Fran, you saw a meme where the hit to the neck in The Matrix keeps going? Yeah! Like, discombobulate.
It's Flat Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's Fat Fuck Friday.
True, I'm a fat fuck. Was it flat fuck? And Jonathan XP, thank you so much for becoming a member over on YouTube. Actually, let me retract that. Thank you for being a gift membership recipient, courtesy of Tang, who's just sent 10 of them. You crazy son of a gun. I'm not even sure there's more than 10 people in the chat right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I guess I best get going before the dudes run out. I was looking about like the average completion times for this, because a few people have streamed this in the past, and I saw about an hour and a half, but I'm not sure what difficulty they played it on. Dragon King, I missed you. What the fuck are you? Where the fuck is Dragon King? I can't see Dragon King in here. Hiya. I guess. Did you sub or what? What are we even screaming about? Anyway, I'm gonna play on ultra violence and I'm gonna have a terrible time. It's gonna be that kind of Friday, isn't it? It's gonna be that kind of Friday. Magenta, hey hey, hope you keep them well. So yeah, I've heard that this is it's a bit of a looker, this one. We shall see. Ooh! Log entry. The mountain hums again. Feels like the signal is inside the walls. Are we?
No, bitches! No, grog! L! Ratio!
Yeah, you have any idea how hard it is to focus during these live streams? I was already thinking maybe I should lie down for a nap before I went live here. But no! Anomaly feed 22B, 228. Data loop detected. Something that I don't understand. Anyway, what was I trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by my own skeleton? The people keep screwing around Mount Erebus. Is that what it is? Is it going to be another Mount Erebus?
Lizard, 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 lizard. Lizard.
You know, sometimes I get like these I don't know what to call them, concerned trolls or something in my YouTube comments going, oh, I really like this one, but I think you need to figure out what you want to do on YouTube because I'm not so much a fan of the live streams because they're not my kind of taste. And I'm like, I can't think why.
Next. Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
On one hand, we have focused discussion about the finer points of a Doom mod, and on the other hand, you got whatever the feck this is. Of course. Anyway, what did I open? I opened something. I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind. I don't even remember what friggin' room I came out of. I'm pretty sure it was one of these. Westwind caved in, access locked, overwritten. Oh, he's got a stick. Well, I got knuckle dusters, so screw you. Screw you. A lot of log entries. One of those fat sauces bathing in the residue again. Amazing it doesn't melt. What? What?
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort.
No! Chat's fine. Chat can stay. I'm sorry. I'm just admiring the lighting. Floor lights.
Hello there.
The line is blurring, man. I'm trying to figure out sometimes whether like a sound that plays is going to be originating from this or from chat. Oh, man. All I can think is when, like, the Tangier stuff gets spammed like that, all my brain does is, well, someone got paid. Right. Do all of these have logs? That is unseemly. Do they just... Good, they're at least duplicated, that's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yes! If they're all, like, duplicate logs, the copy-pasted for some of them, at least someone didn't have to individually do every single goddamn thing. Silver, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Much appreciated. Right. Now we can focus. Now we're good. We got it out the system. We're all fine. Oh shit! Is that a healer? It is! It's a medic chain gunner! But it's only demon medicine, so I can't take any benefit from it. Anyway, where's my shotgun? Get out! I do love it when custom enemy types also come with, like, custom abilities, custom behaviors. Utility swaps up a bit. What the heck's going on? Infighting? And tank, thank you so much for the 100. I'm assuming that's Polish currency over there. Beer? Yes, please. Or are you asking which one I'm drinking? I'm drinking this Beavertown neck oil to start with. I'll be honest, the selection of beer in my local supermarket kind of sucks. There is there's a bottle shop in town, but it runs like the gamut of being really, really horribly expensive. Like, just to get something nice. He's got a cape! No capes! Ooh, look at this hallway, man. Look at this hallway. Looks like something out of Hadley's Hope. But yeah, I like it when you get, like, custom behaviors, weapons, and what have you from Doom monsters, because then that upends the whole target prioritization thing. And whatever demon you think is, you know, more prudent to go after first. No, I feel like I got gaslit over whether or not I've played this before, and I couldn't remember whether I had. But on a comment for another person that was playing this on YouTube, there was a comment saying that they saw me playing it, and I immediately went into one of those kind of, like, crazy loops, where I was searching my back catalog to figure out whether or not I had, and now I'm wondering whether I had played it, and then I just accidentally deleted it or some shit. Frags, you swear, yeah, I played this a few months ago and it was really difficult. This is what I mean! I can't remember! I can't remember! Maybe I started playing it, and I ended up switching to something else because I was in a bad mood. Maybe it was that. Because I remember the healing, like, chain gunners. I don't know if I've seen them in any other mod. Either way, I'm happy to replay it. I got a stack of other things if things go, you know, downhill. Maybe it was like a roulette thing. Had a few options. I was gonna speedrun them. Alzheimer's a bitch. Getting old! Oh shit, I'm supposed to be on that. Oh good, it comes back down. Comes back down, but I gotta make sure it goes back up. But the thing that's gonna do my head in during this playthrough is I've spent a significant amount of time playing, whatchamacallit, Rockets. Get to heck. I was playing the You Broke Me mod because I needed to recapture footage, so I've essentially played through that mod like 2-3 times. And the thing that I didn't mention is that it kind of dials down how much effort you need to put in to actually kill things. It's actually, everything's buffed in that mod. So now I've got like a false sense of my own ability to kill demons. Now it's taking a lot longer. I've been coddled. Shadow soft lock the entire game because the beginning level, the lift never comes back down. Wait, what? This? Well, that. This is only one map, you know. Maniac, you want to finish? You broke me, but the CRT lines make you physically ill. Ah, it makes you funny in the tummy, does it? That's a shame. Oh boy. See what this... Ah, it's kind of not much of a problem, really. Barely an inconvenience. As long as they aren't BFG rounds, that'd be unfortunate. How can we make the Mancubus worse today? Let's put BFGs on both of its arms. Don't take that as a suggestion, please. Oh, hey, drainage. That's cool. I did have a moment there where I was thinking, am I close enough to the edge of this pit? Is my rocket about to just hit the lip and kill me? Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no. Very aliens coded. I did mention, I did say it's looking a lot like Hadley's Hope. Oh boy, gotta watch out for those. Get out of here with your cape. See, I remember those guys more specifically from a mod called, I think it was called Boss Battles. Sure, I did a video on it, or at least I may have like streamed it at some point. This is going back a bit now, but it's like one of those mods where I've got such a hazy recollection that I might give it another go at some point. They brought in the Cyber Barons again. They always get antsy. Stop breaking things. And then it's all messed to fix. Well, why do you bring him in the first place? Are they here for tech support or some shit? Worth. I'm only just noticing right now that there's some... I don't know if this music is custom. I hope it is. But I always have that latent fear in the back of my head where it's like, am I gonna get copyright struck for this? I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Always happens in the unlikeliest of mods, though. Also, to call it a copyright strike is it's factually incorrect. It's content ID. If it was a copyright strike, that'd be like, real bad. I think that's the thing where you get like 3 or 4. I can't remember how many it is. 6 or 7, and then you get shot in the face by a Cyber Baron. Have I saved at any point? This is what I get for doing the 6-7 thing. Is this Quake? No, this is Patrick.
Suction.
Forge, just checking in for a bit. You finally got a replacement GPU since the last one died on you 3 months ago. Oof. Now you can probably try Uzi Doom at some stage. Hope it didn't cost you too much. Hardware is expensive. Ah, it's not too far back. That's good. I think what made me worry that I hadn't saved is any saves that have popped up on here are actually auto-saves, so it's saving me twofold. Saving me from myself. So pro tip, don't get shot in the face by a Cyber Baron. Them as be rockets, they're bad for your health. I think I have You'd think I would learn that by now, but no. Nintendo sends me a DMCA for SNES Doom. They have ears everywhere. I'm surprised that Mario Sunshine mod hasn't had the Nintendo banhammer on them yet. There's like a mod for Mario Sunshine called Mario Eclipse, I think. It looks interesting. I mean, I don't habitually check out Mario mods or anything, but yeah, it's the kind of thing where I'm like, I could be tempted. I could be tempted. Because it's cheaper than shelling out however much money it costs for a Switch 2 right now to play, you know, the Marios. To be honest, there's only one thing I'd really want to get a Switch 2 for, and that's to play Mario Kart. And that's it. And I cannot justify spending that much money to play Mario Kart when I got a perfectly functional PC here that can emulate it. Don't tell... Shh. Shh. By emulated, that's code for I actually just load up Robotnik ring races. Ugh. Anyway. Oh, wait, no, I'm accidentally crouching somehow. I know. Did you not? I'm just thinking, you know, that is a terrible color for whatever kind of uniform that is. Keeping that clean must suck. You seen how stained it is now? Do you regret your life choices? I know I do. Shadowman, did I ever play the Zelda-inspired Doom mod, Legend of Doom? I did, and because I don't really have, you know, a massive part of my personality dedicated to Zelda. I mean, I like Zelda, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't really feel necessary for me to, you know, make a hubbub about it at the time. I might return to it at some point, but I think like it's gone a bit cold for me now. Seems neat. Like it when mods do that. Tell me when they convert Link to the Past into Doom mod, then I'll be more inclined to, you know, sit up and pay attention. Like the original NES Legend of Zelda. Played that a few times and I'm like, eh. But I got to it late, you see. I got to it late, so it didn't have time to get its hooks in me. Like that older version of it, like the SNES versions, right? Link to the Past. That's where things got really interesting for me. Nearly spilled my beer. Hey. What on next? Did I pick up anything? Have I already been through here or not? There's dead demons. I don't think I've been through here. It's gaslighting me. In a minute. I just need to find some goodies. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. That's not how that's supposed to work. Health. I have been around here. Okay. Okay, I was wondering why it looked familiar to me. I'm guessing some bars must have raised. Nukage. Have we ever found out what nukage actually is in the world of Doom? I think that's like a blind spot in my knowledge. And has New Doom gotten around to playing with nukage? I know there's the purple goop in New Doom that slows you down. I hate that in Doom Eternal, by the way. Absolutely hate it. I am perfectly accepting answers such as it's just nuclear waste, it's not that deep. Super Metroid plus A Link to the Past randomized is peak. A Link to the Past randomizer. What does it swap from both? That sounds cool. Thank you, Corbo Bob. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for the 38 months. Alloy, what's my favorite Doom weapon? That's a terrible question for me because, you know how many gameplay modes I've played with unique weapon sets? One of the first things that popped to mind is the, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's out of Trailblazer. When you fire it, it's slow-mo. I think if someone's national anthem starts playing, and as it travels slow-mo through groups of enemies, it just jibs them. Jibs, 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 jibs. And then it hits a central spot and explodes. And I remember it vividly because I tried it with nuts and it froze up my PC for a while. I'm pretty sure I did a video on it. Like the Concrete Donkey from Russian Overkill Shadow, that's pretty good. That's more like a button input, though. I wouldn't class that as a weapon. That's more like a special ability, because you gotta input a button combo to get that to work. The correct answer is the SSG from Guncaster. You see, this is why it's an impossible question. It's impossible to drill down and pick one singular, you know, tippity-top 11 out of 10 favorite. Never been able to do favorites. There's just too much good stuff to choose from. Can I get through here? I want to go down here. There's pickups. This is now a Nukage ASMR stream. Enjoy the relaxing bubbles. Don't think about what kind of cancer is suddenly gestating in your cells. It's fine. This is the kind of map where, after I've made a bit more progress, I'm going to enjoy just looking at the auto map. Oh, hello. And goodbye. That it? I thought this was supposed to be ultra-violence. What gives? Fun soundtrack, though. Fun soundtrack. Rockets. So where do you want me to go from here? This just backtracks. This also backtracks, but I don't know if it's open. No. We're reaching the level wank threshold here. This is a dangerous spot to be in. So this was the zone of interest right here in terms of things happening. Oh, that's fun, being able to run up that. I'll give it that! Alright, we've avoided the level wank threshold. We've still made progress. It's good. Wondering how long it was gonna take that chunky boy to go to sleep. Okay, Cyber Barons. Cyber Barons! Jumbo, you installed Uzi Doom. You dragged iJuice WAD into folder. Why did you drag it into a folder? You just drag and drop the WAD file on the exe. It should just run. That's how I always do it. If you've already got the base WAD file showing up, right, a good thing to check if you're using Uzi Doom and you want to check whether or not you got your source files. Just open it as normal, Uzi Doom, and if you get that little menu that says Doom 2, you're fine. It's already found them. But yeah, you don't need to put any external mods you want to play in a folder. You can just drag and drop. It's cool. You can just do it. Feel like I just completely third-partied that, whatever the heck was going on in there. They were occupied. I was taking advantage of the situation. Speaking of which, hell of a place to leave a BFG. And extra cells. My oh my. Oh, it's lava. That's not good for the health. Out of the lava. Out of the lava! Out! I mean, I lasted longer in the lava than I expected. That's impressive. That's impressive. Good armor or resilient skin? William, you just got back into Doom modding. You're having so much fun. Got a new favorite combo. Good to hear, good to hear. A lot of people use Doom Runner. Ah, that's fine. Whatever works, as long as it works. Is this just a map? Yes. Single map. Custom enemies. Kinda cool looking. And look at fancy. They got slopes and everything. Gonna get some beer. I found some beer. I now have a slight dilemma. I don't know where I put the bottle opener. Ah! Good news, everyone. I found the bottle opener. Just use the edge of the desk. Not sure how resilient it could possibly be. Do I like System Shock 1 or 2 more? I prefer 2. And the main reason for that is I played 2 before I ever played 1. System Shock 1 was a little out of reach for me, but System Shock 2 was a lot easier. Just to get a hold of and run and play. Still had no idea what the fuck I was doing most of the time. And then the OG System Shock, where, man, if you do not have a good sense of direction and maybe a notepad, man, you're gonna have a very confusing time. Hey, what was I doing? Ah, yeah, BFG. BFG. Good old Beaver Sutherland 9000. Wait, that's a bit of there's a bit too much of a downgrade there. I want to do cleanup. Gotta say, good use of sound. Good sound design in some of these sections. I think the only thing that's missing in like the tech basey part of this map would possibly be, you know, mechanical hum. That kind of stuff. Because you may have noticed, or not noticed, once all these guys are dead. No, I'm mistaken. There is the dearest bit of mechanical hum. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Sometimes I get a little caught off guard by whether or not the BFG gets to certain enemies in visual range. I know there's a Decino video all about how the BFG is supposed to work. But that doesn't stop it from tripping me up. Son of a gun. Is this mod supposed to be a reference to Rise of the Triad at all? No, coincidence. As far as I can tell, absolute coincidence. Just a neat name. You know, that was the case for the Rise of the Triad anyway. If you recall, it was originally designed to be a Wolfenstein sequel. Alright. Get rid of that cubey boy. Before he gets rid of me, he's still alive. Hot damn. Hey! Finally. It seems like a better route. I mean, scratch that. It's demons all the way down. Ah! Would it kill me to just be able to do it the first time? Let's see, without a jump. No. Fine. Fine. This is why there's med kits around the corner of it, so you can have a few attempts. Oh, no. Oh, I got stuck on the wall. Excuses, I know, but still. Oh, fuck. What the? Now I'm just intentionally making it harder for myself. Don't drink and doom, people. More specifically, don't drink and doom and attempt to read chat at the same time. What I'm really saying here is it's all your fault. Stop having interesting discussions. Okay, let's get this first try. Lovely. Knew I could do it. Skill. Like that. Like that bit of rock held up with girders. This is a hefty area. Yep! Oh, there's a blue sphere up there. Okay. Tell you what, I'll leave you guys to play amongst yourselves. Up across here. Get bodied by this chunk. They're definitely a lot stompier than your common garden variety, Kiwi boy. Yep! On the unit scale, he qualifies as absolute. Six rockets. That is a menace. Menace of an enemy type. This is why I quicksaved. This is why I quicksaved! Man, the quick load takes so long. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? Gonna take a while. What the fuck? There we go. Okay, that's not so bad as long as I can get out of the lava. I needed to do that anyway because it had the red skull key. I got myself wondering where the yellow one is. Slipping on banana peel platforming. There's like the travel time, right, on that first platform, for some reason, absolutely fucks me up. Like, the momentum you still have. By the time you hit jump again, you haven't got any floor underneath you. Fight! Pokemon Stadium's getting hardcore. Alright, so we got one. Wait, the fight's over. Fight's over. You know, you could just leave. Right, so we had one up there. Wait, I got blue. I've got both of them. Why am I worried? I have both of them. When did I pick that up? Chad, are you just trying to gaslight me? Where did it ever go? What's going on? I do like the elevator surprise. When there's something on the lift when it comes up. Or, you know, behind the door. When it opens. Ominous amount of ammunition. Alright, I think, yeah, I was thinking this was a good time to have a little looky-loo at the map. That's some good line def. You. And it says where I was earlier. You see, it all comes back around. That's some nice structure, that's some nice design. You know what, I'm gonna put a pin in this area. I'm gonna see where this leads. Ah. Now we need key cards. Okay. My keenly honed senses are telling me that they may be in these adjoining caves. Look, there's one now. You know, I think I like the format of like the one and done map. I feel like it's a little bit of an art unto itself. Like a single elaborate map. Trying to squeeze as much juice as you can out of all of the constituent progression elements that you have access to in Doom. You know, like the key cards, the switches, your raising and lowering, various tricks that you can pull off thanks to like source boards also help. But yeah. I'm overthinking this. Single file, gentlemen. Single file. Does this map require hardware mode? I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying, does it require a GPU? I mean, it runs off Uzidoom, so maybe. You could see if you could get away playing it in software mode. Give it a try, see what happens. All right. We got both of the key cards. Ooh, I definitely, definitely want this. Please. Yeah, for Raspberry Pi, so hardware mode sucks. Yeah. You're probably gonna have a less than optimal time if you're playing it through a Raspberry Pi. I get the sense that this might be on the more demanding side. Yeah. This Doom map seems like it really wants to be a Quake map, complimentary. Well, you know, they do share DNA. I always enjoy the cross-pollination of Quake in Doom and Doom in Quake. I like that fog effect, though. Oh, that was in the map. Oh, boy. I think that was in the map. I should have made sure I saved. I'm in trouble. Oh, good, there was a save before I went through. Outlaw Dino, any special gimmicks to this nifty looking mod? Custom enemy types. It's all one map as well. Big honkin' maps. Magenta, you hate that Doomers want to get a big remake?
I'm in danger.
You have Quake and its Eldritch Nightmares. I would love there to be, right, my dream for the continued future of Quake is that, you know, we get to the end of Doom the Dark Ages DLC. And it turns out there's like a, you know, he gets in the coffin, but then we flash forward to the end of Doom Eternal, because we already know how that goes, and he's back in the other coffin. Then something happens, and someone prizes open the coffin, and it's Ranger, and he reaches his hand out, and they both, you know, do like the Dylan, you son of a bitch handshake from like Predator. And then they skip off into a slipspace portal. And fight God or something. I didn't think that much further ahead. Tang, could I play Doom on a calculator next? First of all, you refer to me as Daddy Icarus. That immediately makes me unlikely to want to do anything. And secondly, that would be a really boring live stream. That'd be a really boring live stream. First of all, what kind of calculator? There's a lot of calculators. Are we talking like a graphing calculator? Are we talking more up-to-date calculators? Because if you want to get modern, technically, we've all got calculators on our person. They just happen to be an app on our smartphones. So, you know, do you want like a Casio calculator from back in the day that runs solely on solar power? I think that might be a little outside of my, you know, personal expertise. And then you've got the physical setup here, so you need me to crank out some method for, you know, filming these shenanigans. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a really boring stream of me looking down with something in my hands while you all imagine what I'm seeing on the screen. I have to get one of those top-down setups going. Basically, I've only got one functional webcam right now. All the others are kind of kaput. And the one that I do have is getting a bit shaky, to say the least. I'm pretty sure my webcam crashed my PC yesterday for some reason. It wouldn't boot until I took the USB out. Well, it did kind of boot, and then it immediately crashed. And then it said it might be a problem with that, so I took the USB cable out, and then it worked, and then I've not had a problem since, but, at any moment, my technology may fail me, and technology is expensive, and God, am I suffering from anxiety. Sorry, that was a bit of a spiral. Apologies. Now, I do have a backup PC, which is more than most have, so I could still rely on that, but that is, like, hardware-wise, older still. So, you know, as a fallback option, it's not so bad. Maybe that's what that one guy in the YouTube comments meant by not being so much a fan of the live streams. Maybe they just hate looking at me. Maybe they just hate seeing my face, because apparently with the video, their immersion was broken as soon as I spliced in, like, a live stream reaction. at some point towards the end of that You Broke Me video. So what they're saying is they hate my face and I should stop using the webcam because it makes them physically ill. That's alright, that's perfectly acceptable. This is why I'm not hitting the big leagues. What I need is some kind of, oh fuck, don't do this to me now. I just had a talk right here on about, like, my technology failing me. I've got this thing, right, where one of the elements I use for the live stream keeps trying to open a tab in my browser so it can verify itself even though it doesn't need to. And it's the thing that lets you throw stuff at my head. It keeps wanting to, like, re-verify itself, but every time it does it, like, whenever it does it in Doom, it knocks me out of the friggin' window. Die! Anyway. Hardware upgrade donation, thank you. Jamlo, it was you. Your face cam is never the same since I lost my new blood hat. I didn't lose it. It went through the wash in my parents' house, and they have no idea how to treat a goddamn hat. And they must have thrown that hat in with every other bit of washing that was currently going through, because, you know, they never want to waste a spin cycle. So the hat went in with every other bit of washing that was probably available, rather than just, you know, hand washing the thing. And it crushed the ever-loving shit out of the hat. So, I've still got it, it's as flat as a fucking pancake right now. This hat, however, has been through the wash multiple times, and I've had it since at least 2005. That's how old this hat is. This is my ride or die hat. The day this hat dies is when I have a tasteful yet dignified funeral. Or tasteful and dignified funeral for my hat. Show us the misshapen hat. Fuck's sake. Like, is it still up here? Oh. Tell you what, when I go on my next BRB, when I go on my next Be Right Back, I'll go have a look for it. It's in one of the rooms here, but it's not in the attic, so. I'll show you it. And the reason why it's doubly sad is because New Blood have never, like, re-upped the stock for it. Which is why I'm never gonna play any of their games ever again. You hear me, Dave? You never re-upped the hat in your store. Let me buy your fucking merch, Dave, and I'll play your games again. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I now have a unique New Blood frisbee. The custom. It's a custom build. Fucking hell, this cave. Come on. Oh, Vortex. Is that 5 gift memberships I see over on YouTube? Thank you so much. Hope you keep them well, and again, thank you. Is this to the new hat fund? Man, these guys got a lot of health. Jeez. But anyway, international shipping is really fucking expensive. You know, every now and again, there's something I see that I like on, like, the Bethesda store, or, like, the New Blood store, or what have you. Alright, you know, various other like online web stores. And God help you if it's international shipping. Why does this look so realistic? Crazy slope action. It's just really well judged slope work and texture usage. The fog certainly helps as well. The atmospherics are on point, man. Harmonic sources multiplied. Tri-wave formation achieved. Technobabble acquired. No containment. Left. To oppose them. Oh no. Oh no. Gosh darn it, it's a hellmouth. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's very fun. He loves that. Don't enjoy the friggin' view for too long, like. Vortex and an additional $2 super chat there. Thank you so much. I am keeping well, thank you. I am keeping well. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look for that squished hat, see if I can find it and show you. All right. Now, bear in mind, this is supposed to be a trucker cap, right? So, you know, it's got that nice, like, steep bit at the front. Kind of similar to this, but it goes a bit higher. Are you ready? Look what they did to my boy. Look how they massacred my boy. It's like completely fucking squished. Like this bit is supposed to be like a more like solid kind of construction. It's just absolutely fucked and flat as all heck. This is like this is flat fuck Friday right here. Look how fucking flat it is. Dave! I need a re-up! I'll pay! I love that hat.
What the is this piece of...
I love that hat, but, you know, old reliable is still here, so, you know, what can you do? Can I model it for you? No. I don't need extra depression. On how bad that hat's been mistreated. Oh, no. Stop avoiding. My forehead. Thank you, Tang. Oh, it. I don't know why YouTube decided to hold a message. Did YouTube just try to moderate a message for using the word cushy? The heck? Make fun of the hat. Very common thing in middle-aged hats. Oh, you know. Thank you, New Blood hat. It's like I never lost it at all. As beautiful as the day I bought it. Just keep hosing. Just keep hosing. And then run away. Ah, bugger. Do I have a beefer? I see a soul sphere though. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Hi! Yes! Cells. Just ignore all of these fellas. Small time demons. All right. What on next? You see, because everyone keeps bringing up Quake with this one, it's very Quake flavored. I'm just imagining, like, the boss that's gonna turn up in the middle. It's just Chthon. It's gonna be Chthon. Oh, boy! That's not Chthon! Why can I hear the Ride of the Valkyries? Anyway, I best get shooting. Oh, it's like that, is it? It's like that, is it? All right. Here I was thinking it would be straightforward. Nay. Oh, hello. Oh, we got multiples of these guys. That was entirely on me. I had a whole 3 seconds to see that rocket coming in. It's a cacophony of cacos. Jamlo, no. The oh my god is just. I'm sure I have that as a thing. Do I not have that as a thing? UAC charging your head while firing a ton of rockets and watching them all hit at the same time is, yeah. It's a particular droid, so that's where they're coming from. I still need to add the Rich Evans. Oh my god! Actually, Mike does a few of those as well, doesn't he? Let's add all of them. Love Red Letter Media. I've been watching Red Letter Media since the Star Trek reviews, I think. Oh, gee! Tang, stupid question. Can I use gameplay mods with this? I haven't tried. Tell you what, when I'm done here, I'll see if I can load it up with something. I don't see any compelling reason as to why you shouldn't be able to use a gameplay mod with this, because it doesn't use anything particularly custom with the guns. And what's used in terms of enemies and all that kind of stuff is relatively restrained and very close to vanilla, so I don't think you'll have a problem. I think you can load this up with a whole bunch of stuff if you wanted to. Could be fun. The only reason I've not loaded it up with a gameplay mod is because I've never played this before. This map. I'm hearing fucking voices. Oh, it's these assholes spawning in. You know what it sounded like when they teleported it in? I thought it was like one of those Tangier redeems. It sounded like the John Cena one, but like a ghostly version of the John Cena. Are you sure about that? But I was going crazy. It turns out I'm not live streaming at all. I'm just sat in front of it. A mirror. Yelling at myself.
Are you sure about that?
Figured someone would do it. Ooh. You know what? You know what? You know what? I think I will. Just to get rid of these guys. You done yet? You dead yet? Please die. Seriously, please die. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Excuse me, I was about to shoot you with my beefer. Please respond. Trying to remember whether there's provision in this version. I'm sure it is, because I did the same with like GZ Doom, to alter the colors of the invulnerability sphere. There's a crazy caco in the sky. What are you? It died. Okay, never mind. What do you guys call the imp idle noise? You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like someone blowing a snot bubble. Like that, the imp is just like a demon with really bad sinuses. Damn it. Oh, glad. I figured the Cybes might be key to whatever's going on here. Oh boy. And the music stopped, so I must be onto something. Where did that green cackle go? Is it dead? I think it's dead. I think it's dead. Oh boy. Man, this is gonna be a long ride. Ah! I was about to settle in. I was about to settle in for a little bit of a drink. Riding this elevator up the top. On a man enjoy an elevator ride, even if it's a demonic stone pillar? No. Cool map. Yeah, just in general. Real cool map. Single map, by the way. And there it is. And there it is! I don't think I got 95. 95 is fine. That's fine. 12 secrets! 12% even? That's not how you read percentages, Icarus. Let's see if I can get another beer before the timer runs. $47. I mean, it's cute that Doom doesn't, track successive attempts. It's just from one save file to the next. But in reality, it was about 1 hour 25. Well, it was less than that, because I had the intro to my stream, didn't I? That's not too bad. I've always wondered, do custom enemy types ever turn out for the demon carousel here? I must know. I don't think they do. This is where I find out I've been playing You Broke Me this entire time, and it's another elaborate, crash. And it makes you play, an entirely different mod, and then it comes back around, and I've not actually hit the true ending of You Broke Me yet. I don't think I fought a spider mastermind during the course of this. Interesting. Ah, well. So, what does that mean for me? Well, it means I gotta load up another mod, I think. Congratulations, chat. You're getting another mod today. Well, we're gonna stick on in the background. Not heard Divine Machine for a while. Stick that on. God, I've not played it in so long that I press the button, it's still loading the song. Hello? McFly? There we go. So, in terms of other things I have, I could play a bit of Crate Beyond. That's the other option I had earlier. And another option I had was either Final Raider, which is a Tomb Raider as a Doom mod. And I was thinking of playing it alongside Doom in Rural only. And another mod that caught my eye recently, a map more specifically, there's another Brotherhood of Ruin entry. This one's fun because it's listed as Brotherhood of Ruin 2024, which, dates it a bit. Element Temple Complex. So there's a little bit of tech base in the Brotherhood of Ruin style now. So there's that. I just need to double check whether the Brotherhood of Ruin thing needs, it uses the supercharged bestiary. That's fine. I might do that. I'll do Final Raider. And Brotherhood of Ruin 2024. They should change that to like 2097 so they can be mimetically aligned with Cyberpunk. I'm just gonna update the titles here. Now, I did find out how I update the titles over on the YouTube side, but it absolutely comprehensively screws up in the regards that it just changes it entirely when the video ends to the other thing. So I'm going to leave it as is. We're just going to tell whoever shows up that we're still playing the same thing and no one clue them in on the joke, okay? Don't eat the Reaper. I should do a deep dive on Hideous Destructor, go through the manual, read the tips, and then go into the mods for the mod Hideous Destructor. Stuff is still being developed. I know! I also have a finite lifespan. What's the song playing? Sounds nice. This is a track of mine called Divine Machine. It's on one of my releases. I think it's on the Pale Imitation release, actually. Bandcamp link is over on YouTube, underneath most of my videos. Follow the Bandcamp link. Pale Imitation is the collection. Divine Machine is the song. Alright. Okay then. So, Final Raider. Brotherhood of Ruin 2024. Let's see if they mesh. Ooh, let's get a bit of Nashcore going. Where's my Nashcore at? There it is. There it is. You thought Cyberpunk was 2077, and that'd be correct, Irish. I was testing you, and not at all confusing myself between Cyberpunk and Wipeout. Drunt, greetings is what is very cool. Reminds you of early 2010s Z Doom wads. You mean the one that I've just finished? I imagine. Anyway, it's getting warm up here. It's one of those rare days of this week where it's actually sunny. So, this will surprise none of you, but we had summer here for a grand total of 1 week. In, like, May. And then it's been rain. There was a friggin' hailstorm earlier this week. Hail! And now it's sunny outside and the temperature's finally going up again. And I'm like, what the? Sometimes I really hate living here. Weather-wise, on a weather front, it fucking sucks. There's many other benefits, but weather-wise, yeah, it sucks. And I am stringing this song out, so... Sunny weather in Great Britain? No way! Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Kinsey who scoffed at me mentioning the fact that, surfing happens and there's a beach near where I live.
No bullets, no piss, L ratio.
Thank you, Sniper. Thank you. Thank you so much for that input. That's very useful. The throwing thing's not working. You sure about that? It should be. Oh, maybe this is why it's having a hard time. It's trying to communicate with the friggin'... Let me see if I can get this working. Pardon me, that was a disgusting burp. You're probably seeing it now. This is what I use. It's called Tits. It basically allows you to put in custom things, and then it will throw them at your head like so. But none of the stuff that I've currently got there is what I need. It should be like a standard redeem. It must be broke. Let me just check something else. Actions. I'll have to reapply it. It looks like that sucks. I'm so sorry about that, folks. That was usually like a regular fun time redeem. Yeah, I've just redeemed it myself and nothing's happened, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Good! Great! Grand. Love having to fix shit for my live stream. Grendel, are 4K Blu-ray players compatible with Blu-ray? Yes, they are. Icarus, do I have a free album of mine in Bandcamp? I don't know. Have you been on the Bandcamp page? You can listen to any of the tracks for free. Bandcamp.com/Icarus lives, but there's a 3 where the E is. Let's have a looky-loo. No, they all... Well, the prototypes is a $5. I should make that like £1 because it's old and busted. I need to change the prices at some point. But there's often deals on Bandcamp where, you know, if you want to support the person who creates, they actually don't take so much of a cut. Tang? Tits? More like tits. I know. Oh, you like tits. Thank you for that. Thank you for mentioning that, Tang. Alright, so this is Final Raider Gold. And this lets you play as Lara Croft. And I don't know what I'm doing. Hey! I love it when mods do this. And you can have a little third-person thing going on. That's fun. That's fun. Very funky soundtrack. I like how they describe these as auto pistols to get around the fact that Tomb Raider used to describe these as Uzis. Oh wait, heck no, these are different. These aren't going brrr. These are just, yeah, these are... I am mistaken. Oh shit! Ah, shit, they got Diabolists! Hope that didn't come across on camera. I just managed to not drink my beer. What's this one called? Delete. This one's called Final Raider. Final Raider Gold!
No. 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 No.
How's everyone feeling about that new Tomb Raider that's gonna come out? They're basically doing like a full-on remake of OG Tomb Raider at this point. And I know a lot of people are already disappointed that they're using like AI in like the prototyping aspect of it. But there was a really fascinating interview with one of the developers of the Tomb Raider remake. where they were kind of describing how it kind of goes with the higher ups. They basically are so frigging demanding. They have no tolerance for like the in production steps. So when you got like gray boxes and that when it comes to game design, the C-suite execs hate that shit. They don't want to see it. They think it sucks. They think you're not doing your job properly. So what ends up happening is they've gotten so reliant on basically AI being a stopgap thing to make the piss babies in the C-suite feel better about themselves while the devs actually work on the rest of the game. It's fascinating that someone actually said the quiet part out loud. But yeah, this is how the sausage is currently made. Not that that excuses it in any way, but yeah, it's less on the actual devs and more on the actual publishers and producers. Especially when it comes to, more prominent kind of production stuff. But yeah, producers are the fucking bane of actual, well, at least in the video game realm, the bane of actual creativity. I mean, sometimes it can work out in favor, but that's only if the person who's doing, like, the bean counting also comes from the same background as the people creating the game. When you got someone who's, like, just a bean counter, who's only interested in, making sure it sells units, yeah, that's where the relationship breaks down in game dev, in my opinion. Oh my god, I'm getting bodied. Do a quick save here. The team interviews restored your faith. They seem very passionate about it. Yeah, same. I mean, as with all things, I like to have a degree of nuance on this stuff. Do I have a med kit? It said I had a med kit. I don't know how to access my med kit. Let's have a quick check. Final rate of quick binds. Use large med pack. I just gotta, straight up bind it. Okay. And then I lost it! Fucking fine. It's weird that Lara doesn't jump. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Have I ever played Return to Castle Wolfenstein? Absolutely. Love Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I was thinking I was running a little slow. Man, this has been so fucking stingy on the bullets. I'm not sure if that's by design. Please die. I've always been annoyed that Lara fires both guns, like, simultaneously. It feels wrong to me. Because I'm a John Woo purist, yeah? So you should be alternating those. I know it doesn't make much difference at the end of the day. But it should be poo 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 poo. But it's always bothered me when she fires the guns at the same time. And she's dual wielding. So, I'm willing to accept a quality of life improvement in the new Tomb Raider. Where, she fires... What would you call that? Asynchronously? She alternates. Yeah,
one gun is fun, but two is woo-tastic.
Legendborn, Quake Champions, Doom Edition, Portrait Artist, host fine, doing okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Legendborn. Hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. I feel like I've combined some slightly incompatible mods here. Not in that it's broken, it's just that, the power scaling is off. Why am I drinking from the bottle? I've got a perfectly good glass. Man, I'm looking forward to getting some Uzis or Mac 10s or Mac 9s or Mac 7s. I don't know. Something beyond the basic pistols, please. Any freaking minute now. I mean, this'll do in the meantime. The only saving grace of the base pistols here is that they are infinite. Just fuck off! Why is the shooting animation so weird for the dual wielding? If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, we've literally just had a whole ass discussion about this. Alright. Save. Hey. God, this has no chill. The entrance to this has no chill. Seriously, what? Right, give me a sec here. I need to check something. I need to check whether or not this map is just as much of a pain in the ass with vanilla. Ultra randomized. Maybe it's because I'm playing on ultra violence. Alright, so here you get the shotgun. And I did miss that chainsaw. It does have some custom elements going on. Yeah, I feel like this is much more balanced for this kind of play. I say it uses supercharged. So, what I might do instead, just to give Final Raider a little bit of room to breathe, I might pick a different map. Because look how fast I'm chewing through enemies. The amount of ammo I've got versus the amount of ammo I had with Final Raider. Yeah, not a good mix. Not a good mix.
Mac 10, Mac 11, iMac, Big Mac, Little Mac, Mac and Cheese, Mac Trucks, working hard or hardly working, eh, Mac?
Yes. So, the original plan was Doom in rural only. Let's see if I can go get that. Should be a quick download. Uh-huh. And that should hopefully be a better mix. With these. I just got to update the Twitch side. I'd update the YouTube site, but it does a lot of funky, dumb stuff. So yeah, that's why. Final Gator Gold. What? Final Raider Gold in rural only. Yeah, there we go. Sorted. Launch it. Oh, yeehaw, if you catch my drift. Ho! Promising. Promising. This is a very good start. Very good start. She does have alternating fire. It's alt fire. It's literally alt fire. After all that time spent complaining. Yeah, I got the same one. That's also my bath curtain. My kids love it. What mod is this? Final Raider Gold combined with Doom in rural only. I was playing another one earlier called the Triads Reliquary, but that only took me about an hour and a half to get through, so... Less, even. About an hour, 15. Oh, no, now I feel... Now I feel bad. I'm just blasting into town. These demons seem to be living relatively peacefully. There's friggin' lost souls on the swing set. And they don't even react. I'm a monster. Oh. I deserve that. I deserve that. I absolutely deserve that. Yeah. Maybe the real monster was the... Yeah, this is just a psychotic break. That's all this is. Lara Croft, psychotic break. Spent too much time fighting demons.
Maybe Lara Croft is the real demon here.
I was trying to be subtle. Warhammer 40k Space Marine. You know what I found out today in reference to 40k? The fact that Birmingham exists as a planet in 40k. And it's just as depressing as you imagine. It's not full of chaos. No, it's just really like run down and neglected. And the highest form of warfare that they have is like powder muskets. That hasn't stopped the planet from being invaded every now and again by various factions. There was like an attempt for demonic invasion at some point. I'm not sure who exactly, but the Grey Knights turned up and kind of fixed that and put it back to being depressing. But yeah, Birmingham is a legit planet in the Imperium. Like, one event caused most of the population to die, and then who was left ended up suffering a demonic invasion by, like, Skull Taker or whatever the fuck his name is. This is the kind of stuff that I just find out about on my doom scrolling, because I like to cultivate my feed. I try where I can to encourage, like, the algorithm to take me actually where I want to go. You gotta bully the algorithm into doing what you want it to do sometimes. Most times, if anything. Look at that Doom Cube pool table, by the way. That's good Doom Cute. That's good Doom Cute. Damn good Doom Cute. Never played pool with pucks. You gotta use your imagination, Glycine. You gotta use your imagination. Doom Cute can only take you so far. You gotta fill the blanks with the, you know, with the wrinkles in your brain. That's apparently where the imagination happens. That's not true, by the way. I made that up. Pardon me. I think another thing worth bearing in mind is Final Raider seems pretty dependent on you topping up your own health. So it's more of a challenging pick than you might imagine.
No.
Certainly a more challenging pick than I thought I was going to get. Listen, your brain is optimized for speed, therefore smooth for zero friction. Oh, same. I've been trying to buff it out as regularly as I can. Oh. That is a lovely skybox. Really is. The noise off that thing is hilariously subdued. Fun though. I wonder what Jonathan Ferguson would make of all this. This weapon in particular. Is he the Master of Arms at the Royal Armoury in Leeds? Is that the title? Master of Arms? That's a cool title. They're having such a nice time. And my thing decided to do the authorization thing again. Why are you doing this, Windows? I mean, I blame Windows. It's probably something different. Anyway, what was I saying? These Lost Souls are having such a nice time. I'd hate to interrupt them, but, you know, on the other hand... That took distressingly longer than I thought it would to do. It's always Windows, if it's 11. Yeah. No. In Windows 11's defense, and you won't catch me saying that very often, I did recently have an update to the TITS system. So if you don't know what the TITS system is, it's the system that allows people to throw various objects at my head during the course of the stream. Or whenever I, hit, quick save and then quick load. So if you see me getting hit in the face, that's usually a product of quick load. Though I really need to change it to be quick save. But for some reason, the link that I have set up with YouTube isn't working very, very well. They let you throw tits. I mean, you can upload custom imagery if you want to throw, if you want people to throw tits at you, be my guest. But TITS is an acronym. It stands for Twitch Integrated Throwing System. It's a good acronym. I approve. I like tits. Tits are good. I'm a fan of tits. So that's where the beef was hiding. It was hiding in the M16 all along. Am I correct in the notion that this was never fully auto? It was only ever burst fire? Ugh. I could be wrong. I think only one edition was burst. Not that that diminishes my enjoyment in the slightest. I don't mind guns being comically wrong if they're still fun to use. Like, I was playing a bit of Destiny 2 last night, and I'm not sure what the name of the gun is, but it's got a wonderful effect where it builds up, like, electrical charge over time. And then, after it reaches its peak, whenever you kill a certain enemy, it just bursts the electrical charge to all adjacent enemies. I'm like, oh, yes. Yes, please. More of that dopamine hit. Thank you very much. I think I got all my keys. I do. I will admit, that is a comical sprite. It's like, how many pixels do you want? Potato. Potato grade amount of pixels. Thank you very much. Hey! You thought I was racking the pump on an M16? Anyway, I'll be right back. Let your calls. How's it going? Tixar, is that Lara Croft shooting demons? No, it's legally distinct Lara Snoft. It's easy to be confused.
No.
I'll grant you that. I love how blunt this sounds. There's something amusing to me about it, like a blunt shotgun noise. It's like no crack or reverb, it's just oh fuck.
I'm still getting used to the health.
Bars in the top left, by the way. Legally distinct Lara Croft. I mean Larry Kraft. Yeah, that guy. He also wears the same getup, but he's got like a beer gut, like me.
No.
What, you mean you're not finding that joke funny?
No.
Okay. Shall I just end the stream now?
No.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Because I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
No.
Boy, I'm looking forward to getting the Red Skull. I wonder what'll happen when I get the Red Skull. Nothing ominous at all. Not gonna regret it. In any degree. Not in the slightest. No. It's over, your Steam controller just arrived. Ooh, happy for you. I can't justify spending on a Steam controller right now. Plus, I got a perfectly and reasonably satisfying DualSense controller. I don't even have a PS5. I don't have a PS5, but I got a DualSense controller. And the main reason I got it is firstly because it's a hefty boy. I don't know if you ever held a DualSense. They are heavy. And secondly, there's that haptic feedback on the triggers that they have with certain games. You get like a resistance to the trigger pull. It's really cool when you get a game that it works with. And it works with like Death Stranding and a bunch of other stuff. I've heard that 007 First Light game works with the haptic triggers. I'm not sure if it's the same on PC. I'd hope it's on PC because I got a friggin' fucking goddamn son of a bitch DualSense just to use with my PC. But yeah, I really want to play that game. New 007 game, heard it's really good, love the Hitman devs, really love Hitman World of Assassination trilogy, the original Hitmans, they're getting remakes, remasters even, though I think it's the same team that's responsible for some less than stellar remakes. Asper is his name? Aspia. Thoughts on the Halo remake? Looks spiffy. My impression improves every time I see more of it. They seem to be avoiding a lot of the pitfalls that are usually inherent with Unreal Engine 5, like lighting and what have you. So that's good. I mean, naturally, I'll do what I usually do. I'll wait to hear what the general consensus is on whether or not I should give it a whiz. And then I will endeavor to find the cheapest way possible to play it, because I am usually broke. I gotta admit, I am really fortunate, and I genuinely mean this, I'm really fortunate that what I do on the internet largely revolves around mods that I can download for free for a game that is astoundingly cheap. Was it Saber? Is Saber doing the Hitman thing? Oh, okay. I mean, that's still not great, but it's less bad. It's less bad. It is, Lara. Why you gotta do me like that? Are you just doing this on purpose?
No.
I didn't pick up that key, did I? I did pick up the key. There was a key here, right? Did I hallucinate the key?
No.
Hitman 1 needs a remaster. Didn't it get like a kind of half remaster with contracts? I'm trying to remember if contracts like revisited a few of those missions. Red key top left. I do have the red key. Thank you. Thank you. Good, good, good. So it's Red Skull key that brings down all of these ominous pillars full of revenants and archviles. Oh shit, what did I do? I blue screened something. I blue screened something. Oh hey. The Desert Eagle. With a laser sight.
No.
Ah, I was holding it instead of just pressing. It's a toggle. It's a toggle. It's not hold. Ooh, grenade launcher, even better.
No.
What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no?
No. No. No.
You know what's really funny to me? Going back and watching, like, the OG Lara Croft film adaptations with, what's-her-face? With the pouty lips. The dad's John Voight. She was in Hackers.
No.
A film that also had Johnny Lee Miller in it.
No.
That's besides the point. Angelina Jolie, that's the one. Angelina Jolie, if you get my drift. But, yeah. In the OG Tomb Raider film, Daniel Craig. He's in there. That's always fun to me. Very young Daniel Craig, prior to Bond.
No.
I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like I'm losing it somewhat. I've done red keycard stuff, but I'm still not finding anything specific that will do the red pillars. Can I just leave?
No. 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 No.
Fine. Can you infini heal? No, this is item based. Probably just leave it at that. Because now my health's on that side, and I can see it, and I can also see my items. I got items up there, I got health on the other side, but it's brown. Why does it have to be brown? Chris Barry was the butler. Yep. Ace Rimmer himself. Is that a save crystal? Oh my god, you remember save crystals? I'm so happy we moved on from that era
No.
of needing save crystals.
No.
Because holy fudge did that Did that get old real quick?
No.
Come on. Yeah, man. There's a natural in there. I can see him. I can see him through the thing bobs. Through the texture. Oh! Right, Archvile. If there's one thing I'm hoping that the Tomb Raider remake does well, it's adequately describing or visualizing the horrors of Atlantis. Because when in the OG Tomb Raider, it turns out that Atlantis is like this horrifying like flesh dimension. And then there's like these horrifying like flesh golems down there as well. It's fucking nightmare fuel. It genuinely is. And I don't think Tomb Raider's reached that level of like uncanny horror since. It's like everything's missing its skin. And the walls are meant to be made out of skin. That's how unsettling we're talking about here. While this really delightful music plays in the background. Oh. I was hoping the third person animation does the actual Lara jumping animation. But nay. Alas.
No.
Don't think I'm going to be able to do the old elaborate ledge climb animation either.
No.
No. No.
No.
No. Not at all. Red Skull there. Where? So Red Skull. Balconies? Which balconies? These balconies?
No. No.
This one. Previous balconies. Balconies through this way. These balconies. I need the yellow key. I need the yellow key.
No.
I feel like I've done a fair bit of this place, but there's got to be like one. Oh, I see now. I see. I see. I got it now. I got it now. Oh. Right. What's the splash damage on this like? Zero splash. Zero splash. I have to go find the blue key again. That's fine. I know where the blue key is, but, you know, now I can actually get the yellow key, then the blue key, then do the other thing. Uh-oh. So yeah, I don't have to worry about firing this thing at close range. That's nice. I've always loved that Tomb Raider follows the conventional noise for the reload of the grenade launcher. It's the same as the Terminator 2 grenade launcher reload. That just satisfying. Oh, it's so satisfying. I want to do it myself in real life. Is there anyone in the UK who can facilitate me firing a grenade launcher that does their boop, boop kind of noise? It'll be a birthday present to myself. Easy exit. Nice, nice, nice. It has splash. Lara's just immune to it because they're smart grenades. That sounds like bullshit, but I believe it. You can probably do it in Thailand.
No.
Lax health and safety laws. I should visit sometime. Yeah, just need a gun range, but for explosives. That'll do me.
No.
That'll do me right. I'm willing to say that the Desert Eagle could down a Archvile
No.
in 4 shots. Don't you agree, Lara?
No.
Well, fuck you then. You always gotta be so negative, Lara. Sometimes you just gotta say yes.
No.
What's in the pool? What's in the pool? That looks like perfectly normal to me. Too much chlorine. Deceptive. Deceptive. Lara's allergic to getting wet. Oh, that's the dreams of many schoolboys in the 90s dashed. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. She can swim underwater. You get the harpoon gun. You can fight a friggin' shark and shit in Tomb Raider 2. Hated that mission, by the way. Especially like you know, everyone remembers the drowning animation. It's like, oh no, ugh. You know what amuses me in like a macabre fashion? You know, there was the, I'm not sure what year it was for like that recent Tomb Raider trilogy. But they just made her fucking suffer, man. It was like grim survival. Just constantly getting fucking skewered on things and shit, and I'm like, this is just unpleasant. I think the main thing I remember is like one of like it did the classic, right, the classic superhero origin thing, but with Lara Croft. So she goes through in the first of these 3 games. She goes through all of these trials, all of these ordeals, and then she finally gets the dual pistols. Right at the end! It's like those superhero films where they don't wear the suit until right at the end! Gonna earn the suit. No! Put the suit on now and punch people.
No.
We're tired of the slow burn. We get it. We understand how superhero origins work. Just throw us in at the fucking deep end, please. And get to the good shit. Because, man, I have seen the formula so many times now that I'm really fucking done with it.
No.
I feel like we're media literate enough to understand how these stories are supposed to work.
No, no.
Strong glass. It was around the front, wasn't it? Was it Tomb Raider 2013? Yeah, that's probably which one it was. Both, there's a part where you fall into a river and there's multiple different quick times to avoid getting impaled. Yes! Yes, yes. I didn't play any of the follow-up games for that because I thought the naming conventions were really stupid. So, they had Tomb Raider, then they had Rise of the Tomb Raider, then they had Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Am I thinking of the Wool Ball games? No, I'm not! They followed the exact same naming convention! It's Rise of the Wool Ball and Shadow of the Wool Ball. And the Tomb Raider fucking sequels follow the same thing. My brain is suddenly making connections that I didn't realize were there. Oh shit, this is mind-blowing to me. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart on a scale that I didn't think was possible. Please excuse me while I have a minor freakout. I think I'm good. It'd be really funny if that was on purpose. I'll need to line up the dates. I'm sure, like, the Wool Ball games came after. But it's really... yeah, it'll be really freaking funny. if there's, like, an intersect or an overlap. Right, I've got the, I've got the bad time, key now. What we do is we put the bad time key in the bad time slot, and it guarantees us a bad time. We just need to find it. It's around here somewhere. One of these plinths, I'm sure, lets you put the key. Yeah, this one. I want to know what that's all about. Oh, it's a yeah, it's a straight up life crystal. It just gives you max health and all that. I was about to say, here comes Captain Asshole when the Archivile turns up, but he kind of announces himself. No, I don't really care too much about whether or not I get 100% kills on this map, so I'm... Never mind! Why shoot regular grenade when super grenade? Well, you shoot regular grenade when you've run out of super grenades, which unfortunately I have. To be fair, Wool Ball is 2 entries, 2013 Tomb Raider games or a trilogy. Yeah, I mean, if you wanna piss on my parade, sure. I was just having fun, but. Shadow of the Tomb Raider came way after Shadow of the Wool Ball. That was 2024, and I covered Shadow of the Wool Ball in 2016. They should sue! They need reparations from Crystal Dynamics. I can't remember whether it was Crystal Dynamics that made the reboot. The reboot trilogy! Fucking hell, there's so many remakes and reboots lately, is there not? You know what gives me a glimmer of hope? At least on the filmic side of things. So recently, there's been a lot of original horror. It was Obsession, which I think the guy behind that originated on YouTube. There's the Backrooms movie. Kane Parsons, big fan. There's the guys who did what was the film called? Talk to Me. Another really good, effective horror film. And these guys have been fucking trouncing like the usual slop parade of mainstream cinema. It's making me have hope. You heard he's 20, Kane Parsons. Yeah, he's horribly, and I mean disgustingly young. There's many such cases, right? You'll get a guy who just knows what the fuck he's doing at like 16, and then applies himself and has great success. And all I feel is regret and spite in a positive, nurturing way. Because, God, I wish I knew what I was doing with my fucking life at 16 going through to 20. I have a friend that used to lament that, Orson Welles made Citizen Kane when he was in his 20s. And, you know, we were sat around, you know, getting shit-faced in university at the same age instead of doing something, you know, groundbreaking. And I'm like, you're setting yourself up, man. You're setting yourself up. You're just setting yourself up for unrealistic standards. You got to remember that these exceptional individuals that pop out of the woodwork and make meaningful impacts on culture are respectfully freaks of nature. You don't need to feel bad about not being that guy. It's okay to not be that guy. Because to be that guy requires more effort than you would imagine. And I'd say don't worry about it. It reminds me of the age-old phrase, comparison is the thief of joy. I'm pretty sure there's many people out there that see what I do, and they're like, man, I wish I could just get along doing that. And man, I will not lie to you. It's friggin' great being able to do what I do. But even in my position, I wish that, you know, I was getting along a little better than I was. There's always a bigger fish, basically. There's always a bigger fish. To quote Qui-Gon Jinn in the seminal work of art that is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, there's always a bigger fish. There's always something else that could potentially gobble you up, and you're always thinking, man, I wish I was the bigger fish. I wish I was the bigger fish. But you just gotta keep working at it. You work at your own pace. You'll get there eventually. Eventually, you can abuse your powers to gamble at the pod racing, just like Qui-Gon Jinn did. But all you can really do is have aspirations, man. You don't need to feel bad about not reaching them. It's nice to have them. Not everyone can achieve them. But, man oh man, we're trying. Most of us are trying, and that's good enough. That's good enough. You don't need to feel bad about that. I'm the last person who should be giving motivational advice. Holy fucking shit. What am I thinking? I'm gonna get another beer. Topping. You want to be... Why would you want to be a bigger fish when you can be a bigger bird? Bird up! Bird up! Oh, I wish I had a green screen thing for that. Rory, Jedi so lame. Sith shoot lightning from their hands, and Jedi use stupid human tricks to talk themselves out of a ticket. No. They also have force. They also have force push. They have force push. They also have force speed, which they only ever use like once. I imagine they were very winded on the opposite side of that. That's why they never ever use that ever again. But force push is underrated as fuck. Did you see I keep bringing it back to Qui-Gon Jinn. Keep bringing it back, man. But Qui-Gon Jinn is the role model for us all. He decided he was going to put on a bet at the pod races so he could liberate a slave and take on an apprentice and then die and irresponsibly doom most of the galaxy. But you know what he did? Just as the dice was rolling, he did the little... You know, just a little push. Just a little force push. Just to make the dice land the way you wanted them to. Truly a paragon of Jedi society. This is going to sound like heresy, but I'm kind of a fan of the way that the Jedi were getting portrayed in The Acolyte. A lot of people shit on The Acolyte, and I will freely admit there's a fair few things in The Acolyte that are cringe as shit. Or stupid as shit. But that didn't stop it from being fun. And one of those things was like the idea of corruption in the Jedi. And cover-ups. And, you know, putting a greater emphasis on the idea that, yeah, sure, there's the Jedi Code and everything, but there's still a few people who are covering their own best interests in this setup. It could have been presented better, sure, but I think the response to the Acolyte was needlessly volatile. Because there was a lot of chuds out there that, you know, like to kick up a fuss whenever they see, you know, someone that doesn't have the same equipment as them doing a role that they decree is not supposed to require said equipment. I don't know. I just think it was unfairly maligned. I think a lot of people are going to come back around on the Acolyte. Again, I'll repeat myself. There's still plenty of dumb things in the Acolyte. The twins switching places felt very contrived. The fact that OSHA is called OSHA cannot have possibly passed them by. This was an American writing room. And OSHA... When I say OSHA... Most of you who are, you know, Americally inclined know what OSHA relates to. I know what it relates to through sheer internet osmosis. And then there's the part where she cuts her hair to more resemble her twin with a lightsaber, and I'm like, that's a really dangerous way to cut your fucking hair. Also, why did they have the same haircut? They were like separated twins. Anyway, Irish, one Jedi power that's probably one of your favorites is the old Jedi mind tricks, even if they don't work. Credits will do fine. No, they won't. Credits will do fine. No, they won't. One of my favorite things about the Jedi mind trick is it requires the person on the opposite end to be weak-willed enough to be taken for a ride. It's basically a dice roll. It is ultimately a fucking skill check dice roll, which is really funny. As much as the Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones, sorry, yeah, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, as many problems as that has, I'll always love the bit where Obi-Wan goes to a bar and goes, no, I don't want your death sticks. You should go home and rethink your life. He Jedi mind tricks a guy into having, like, a rethink of his life choices. That's a pretty hefty thing to do to someone. This guy comes up to you and asks you if you just want to buy some smokes. It's like, I know they're called death sticks or whatever, but to then the response be, you should go fundamentally change your entire being and personality just because you met the wrong guy at the wrong time in the wrong bar because you wanted to make some money selling fucking cigarettes is wild. Lucas! And then another thing that came to my attention fairly recently that I fucking adore about the Phantom Menace. So one of the pod races that crashes in like a cave, there's like a full-on deleted scene of his family turning up at trackside to cheer him on. And the announcer mentions specifically that they've just had a new baby boy or some shit. And like it's smash cut to the next scene of him smashing into a stalactite in a fucking cave in a pod racer at high speed. George Lucas had no fucking chill. Zero chill. I wish that stayed in the film. I really do. It would have been so fucking funny. Oh, man. Sorry, I've got a really bad keybind for my health, kids. It's like opposite end of my keyboard. It's like M and N. So to press it, I need to completely relinquish control of my my mouse or my movement. Like standardized keybinds for a game are honestly an art unto themselves. They really are. Do I not do any fucking saves past this point, man? What is wrong with me? I've been trying to get through this section for fucking ages. Anyway. What is OSHA in the context of Acolyte? It's a character. There's literally a character called OSHA. That's just her name. Irish, have I watched the Oral Notes version of that scene? They change it to, you don't want to sell me death sticks, you want to go home and kill yourself. No! Oh, that's so good! For reference, you should not follow that advice ever at all in any context, but still, that's really fucking funny. That Star Wars scene reminds you of Austin Powers when it's the back. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. It's pretty much like that. You know what I find wild? That, like, after, like, an absence from a lot of, like, film and cinema and what have you, Mike Myers turns up in a Tarantino movie. So, you gotta remember, Mike Myers was riding high with Austin Powers, yeah? He does an entire trilogy of Austin Powers films. And then figures, you know, after the third one, he should probably move on and do something different. And so he picks a project called The Love Guru, and it's kind of terrible. It bombs. No one's there for it. And I'm pretty sure Mike Myers just decides, you know what? I'm cashing in my chips. I'm gonna take it easy for a while. He may have turned up in other stuff, but it's a lot more low key. And then he turns up in all things in a fucking Tarantino movie, in Inglourious Bastards. Yes, I understand the joke that Mike Myers has the same name as the guy out of Halloween. And you know what my brain just does after that? It says, well, you know, if you think that joke's funny, you should probably watch the Mike Myers movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer. Oh, all right. Oh my god, there's so many goddamn skeletons! You see, this is a better shotgun noise to me. This is like the wide shot alt. Come on. That movie exists. Yeah. There's a film called So I Married an Axe Murderer. It's an amusing, kind of dark comedy. I used to do those back in the day. Woo! Still like Terror Planet. Terror Planet's fun. Planet Terror, even. Is that the one where the guy from Lost, Saeed, collects people's testicles? It also has Bruce Willis in it. And there's a character who has a machine gun for a leg. I'm pretty sure that's Planet Terror. That's less Tarantino. That's more Robert Rodriguez. They both did their own thing. So I think Robert Rodriguez did Planet Terror, and Tarantino did Death Proof. And it was part of a Grindhouse double bill project. I prefer Planet Terror over Death Proof, to be honest. But, you know, Death Proof has its charm. Death Proof is Kurt Russell as a stunt driver who has this custom car that is, as the name implies, designed to completely protect him against any bullshit. But he decides to use it to murder women. So he picks up girls from bars and he puts them in the passenger seat. And then he goes for like a wild ride and crashes his car on purpose, knowing that he's gonna survive, but whoever's in the passenger seat is just gonna turn into fucking mulch. And that was Tarantino's choice. And then a group of heroines team up after they find out about Kurt Russell stunt driver's bullshit to take him on. It's got its moments, but yeah, Planet Terror on an entertainment factor is a lot more fun, whereas Tarantino's film is a lot more skeezy feeling. But if you're gonna rate it on the Grindhouse scale, by virtue of being skeezy and nasty, it wins. Rodriguez's Planet Terror is like an idealized crowd pleaser of a Grindhouse film, whereas Tarantino's Death Proof is like the ideal replication of these like uncomfortable, like kind of, oh god, why am I watching this kind of Grindhouse films? So yeah, I think in terms of who understood the assignment best, I would agree Tarantino. But in terms of what I enjoy to watch, independent of whether or not they understood the assignment, it would be Rodriguez. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Icarus Film School.
Cam on icy hours. Kill some demons.
And then there's the trailers. Yeah, there's the trailers. Thank you so much for the 43 months. Come on, Icarus. Boom, 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 boom. Kill some fucking demons. World Cup, baby. I hope everyone who's made the ill-informed choice to travel to the United States has a very straightforward time. And nothing problematic or annoying happens. Have I seen Dog Soldiers, Tobias? Dog Soldiers, my friend, is one of my old school favorites at this point. Old school dates me terribly, but it's one of those films. I'm pretty sure I went to the cinema to watch Dog Soldiers when it came out. And then I got it on DVD afterwards. Dog Soldiers is great. Neil Marshall, if I'm not mistaken, same director as The Descent. He also did a film called Doomsday, which essentially was Escape from New York if Scotland was New York. And also turned into Mad Max at some point. Fuck off. I always feel like Neil Marshall never quite reached his true potential. I always thought he might be destined for like horror greatness, but I don't know whether he ever quite grasped it. Doomsday mentioned party in chat. It's a real fun film. It's a fun film. But yeah, I had like a very particular era of absolutely binging the shit out of films circa, you know, late 90s, late 2000 and digits. I'd say further than that, into like, you know, 2000 and double digits. And then unfortunately, you know, I kind of didn't have time no more. For various reasons. It's like I've wanted to go. How does he keep fucking killing me? I'm behind the fucking bush. It's always that goddamn fucking archvile. It's like the second I'm out of, like, the second in view, it's where he gets his friggin' flame pillar on me. Get the fuck out of my goddamn small town, you Ozempic-looking demon motherfucker. Sorry, what was I talking about? I got a bit distracted. Woo! Topping rapping background wasn't Robert Rodriguez's latest thing, an episode of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba. The Book of Booba Fett, yeah. Then Spy Kids 4. When was Spy Kids 4? There was a Spy Kids 4? The fuck? 2011? I think that was before The Mandalorian. I maintain the Book of Boba Fett would have been fine if it was just like a special. If it was a TV special. And it was also called The Mandalorian. And it's about The Mandalorian carrying on with his Mandalorian business and then turning up and seeing what Boba Fett's up to. Executive producer and co-showrunner on Book of Boba Fett alongside Jon Favreau. Directed episodes 1, 3, and 7. Book of Boba Fett was disappointing. It had its highs, but sorry, I swear I missed a fucking super chat there. I'm so sorry. Isn't it turning up in my fucking list anymore? Vortex, thank you for the $5 super chat there. You love working on Doom mods with me playing live in the background. Am I helping? Have I seen Extraction 1 and 2, Tobias? Yeah, I have actually. Even though I don't have a Netflix subscription. They're oddly entertaining. I say oddly entertaining. They're exactly as entertaining as they intend to be. Extraction 1, I think they were surprised that it was as well received as it was, because it's a very straightforward kind of Man on Fire-esque, gotta protect the kid of a drug kingpin kind of story. Develop feelings, self-sacrifice ending kind of thing. And then they're like, shit, we made a lot of money. A lot of people watched Netflix for that. We're gonna have to do another one. How did Chris Hemsworth's character survive? He got better. Okay. If it works for Chev Chelios, it works for me. Only a subset of people are going to understand that reference. And please make yourself known so I can high-five you in chat. Oklahoma. We accidentally made a good movie instead of Stream Slop. God damn it. I know! They keep making this mistake! Every now and again, right, they accidentally make a good, entertaining film. And then they realize that the trick to getting people to watch films is to make a good, entertaining film. And they're like, oh, it's so obvious. How did I fucking miss it? I mean, Rory Simpson, your lame claim to fame. Celebrity Encounter was telling Alec Baldwin to go fuck himself. That sounds great. I had a really awkward encounter with Christopher Eccleston, who was a Doctor Who. He was the first Doctor Who of the modern revival, though you can't really call it modern anymore. And I was working checkout at a supermarket in Manchester, and he came through my till, and the guy before me was like, "Hey, you got a Doctor Who in your queue?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, you weird fucker. Yeah, just buy your fucking crisps and get out of my sight." And so, yeah, boop, 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 boop. Christopher Eccleston. Had a very painful, awkward interaction with him. I was trying to make small talk. And this was based on one singular factual observation. That the day had been busy. So I'm sat there going, and I'm like, boop, boop. Here you go. Gosh, it's a busy day, isn't it? And rather than doing the typical normal human being thing of, yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, well, see ya. Cheers. Bye-bye. He instead responds to my non-conditional statement with, is it? My stomach fell out of my ass. My stomach fell out of my fucking asshole. Because where do you go from there? You've got this guy who you recognize off the telly taking the weird confrontational route on your conversation tree. And you do not have any prep for this. You're just working at the fucking supermarket to make wage because you're a broke student. So, yeah, the guy's an asshole. The guy's an asshole. But I think he's kind of acknowledged it. He's become self-aware that he's an asshole, and everyone else has come to the conclusion that he's an asshole. But once you understand that Christopher Eccleston is a grumpy asshole, he becomes more easy to deal with. So it's you know, I don't hate the guy, I just resent the encounter. You know, when you come across someone that you kind of admire because to put extra context on this encounter, I was specifically studying a field at university at the time that would have hopefully led me into TV and film production. That was my trajectory. And the reason why that didn't work out is I graduated at the exact same fucking time that the financial crisis hit. So nobody was hiring, nobody was people were firing, if anything. So the job market was absolutely goddamn decimated. And I just had to, you know, carry on working fucking retail for, you know, God knows how long. So yeah, it's an encounter that lives in my mind because there's a degree of resentment, not just to how awkward the encounter was, but a resentment for how the trajectory of my life turned out after that point. Oh, baggage. Baggage, baggage, baggage. And now here I am in 2026, hearing that they're not doing a Doctor Who Christmas special, and watching a panel of, Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper saying, yeah, it was a fucking shit show. I'm like, you know what? It's probably good that they're having a break. Probably a good idea that they're having a break so they can figure out what the fuck they're doing with Doctor Who. Because the last series, I mean, it's not like it was like an absolute fucking shambles or anything, but it wasn't ideal. I got no problem with the actors at all. The people who were portraying their roles, I'm trying to pronounce his name probably, Nukdi Ngawa, I think was the last Doctor. And then the regeneration scene inexplicably had him turn into Billy Piper. And anyone that knows Doctor Who will know how strange that is as a fucking choice. And as it happens, they had no fucking plans. Zero, zilch. They were just flying by the seat of their goddamn pants. They were just like, you know what? We'll figure it out when it comes time to actually put out a fucking Christmas special or whatever. And they announced recently that they're like, you know what, we're not going to do a Christmas special because we've got no fucking idea what we're doing, and we haven't actually made any plans at all whatsoever for where we go after this point. Like, maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should put Doctor Who on the back burner, because how long has this fucking series been just churning along? It's been going consistently for a pretty long fucking time. Taking a break is good for all involved because you can reflect, you can understand, you use hindsight to, recalibrate where you actually want to be and what you want to do with these stories. But yeah, the on-running endless sci-fi TV show format it's hard to do. It is hard to do. I mean, Doctor Who is a great foundation for that. You can do all sorts of crazy, wacky, bullshit adventures with that setup, but they've willfully written themselves into such god-awful corners that, are going to require unreasonable degrees of untangling to write their ways out of. That, yeah, I'm happy for them to take time. Happy for them to take time. Am I drinking Storoperman? Yeah. I was honestly hoping to drink some Asahi, but they didn't have any Asahi at a reasonable price because booze is expensive now. But I also like Storoperman. Oklahoma, there's 3 different David Tennants in the timeline, and one is in an alt dimension. Yeah, there's an alt dimension David Tennant that has a happy send-off life with Rose, and they do whatever the fuck because he's not technically a doctor anymore. And then they brought him back to have him bi-generate. So he didn't regenerate, he split into 2. So he got to stay as David Tennant again, having happy life normal times, while another Doctor Who goes off and does Doctor Who stuff, which raises so many fucking questions, because the bi-generation also means that there's 2 TARDISes in this setup. I want to lobotomize myself trying to understand what they're fucking doing with Doctor Who right now. You know what you should do instead of watching Doctor Who? You should go and watch the Battlestar Galactica remake. It's actually really good, front to back. Sure, a lot of people may have disagreed with some of the directions that it went, but ultimately, taken as a whole, I thought the Battlestar Galactica remake was really fucking great. It has a solid beginning, it's got a solid end. It manages to navigate a lot of wild narrative, you know, just curveballs. And in my opinion, sticks the goddamn landing. So say we all. So say we fucking all. Need to watch Babylon 5. Babylon 5, man. That's a trip. Babylon 5 was ahead of its time. Really was. I'd kind of love for like a Babylon 5 continuation with like modern budget. I think that would be fucking great.
No. No.
Escape Red Dwarf. You're just mentioning things that I like, that I would love to see more of. I think Red Dwarf, though, in particular, I think Red Dwarf is more a product of its time. Red Dwarf is great, but there is a point where it became lesser. Red Dwarf had a very particular, like, high point, but once you move beyond that, it's like, yeah, it's not as great no more. It's still warm and comforting as like a sci-fi comedy series, but it doesn't hit the same. Also, if you remade Red Dwarf, you would have to fill some really fucking significant shoes. And I don't think there's anyone currently that could do that. Because the cast of Red Dwarf is part of its success. The cast of Red Dwarf is absolutely instrumental to why it works. And further to that, right? Further to that, I'm pretty sure they tried to do an American version of Red Dwarf. Let me just double check this, just to confirm that I'm remembering this right. Yeah, they tried to make an American version of Red Dwarf. Let me see here. Did they try and carry anyone over? No, they didn't. It was all like American centric. That died. That died so hard. It's fun because like the lineage of Red Dwarf to me also traces back to like even more classics for me, science fiction. Because there's an episode of Red Dwarf where they're dealing with like a shape-shifting alien that's basically a beach ball painted with polka dots. It's relatively early on. Probably one of the first episodes. And if anything, for me, that reminds me directly of John Carpenter's Dark Star, where a bunch of space hippies who are supposed to be astronauts are also dealing with some kind of weird beach ball flavored shape-shifting enemy. There's also, I think there's a sentient nuke as well. It's always fun tracing the early works of your favorite directors, your favorite writers, that kind of thing. It's always fun to see where they've come from and how they've progressed as writers, as directors, because it reminds you that we are the product of progress, of incremental increases in what we know and what we do, instead of, being, natively talented. And then there's the aberrations, don't get me wrong. I'm coming back to this, circling back to what I said earlier. There's people like Orson Welles and Kane Parsons and people who do impressive stuff, disgustingly young. They are the freaks. They're impressive, but they are not the standard. They are the exception. That's why they're exceptional. Have I ever seen The Keep? Yes, I've seen The Keep. Is that, I'm trying to remember the director of that. Is that Michael Mann? Was The Keep directed by Michael Mann? Yeah. My memory hasn't failed me yet. Good.
No. No.
You know what film I want to revisit, actually? I want to revisit Michael Mann's modern theatrical Miami Vice. I feel a lot of people misunderstand what he did with Miami Vice, the film, with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. I think this came after Collateral. Collateral is fantastic, by the way.
No.
But I hear a lot of people describe the experience of watching Miami Vice, the film, as like a tone poem. It's more going for a feel rather than a narrative. There's still a narrative, but yeah, it's something that it wants to immerse you rather than, do something straightforward. Split Second is your favorite B-tier action horror sci-fi film. Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer? I love Rutger Hauer. Rips the heart rips and demon in it. Rips the heart of a demon out in it, I think you mean. You know what one of my favorite Rutger Hauer performances is? The Hitcher. The Hitcher is really fun. The first time you watch The Hitcher, it's horrifying. The second time you watch The Hitcher, it's hilarious.
No. No.
I feel like something is something is unintentional here. Gonna be the one thing I've loaded up with that doesn't work with Final Raider. Just got here. Is the stream just starting? You can check how long the stream's been live for, Calm Comic. I mean, you're several hours late, but I won't hold that against you. Cephalopod, Michael Mann also directed Last of the Mohicans. That's true. That's true. Heat, Manhunter, and Thief. Don't forget Thief. He also did the weird Zatoichi American... Yeah, I remember that. Blind Fury. Love Rutger Hauer. Love Rutger Hauer. Hey! I actually reached the end of a level. Good. There's a scene in the modern Miami Vice. I'm trying to remember whether it's like what the context is for it, but there's a guy in like a sniping position on a car, and he's got like an anti-material rifle. And if you know what that thing does to anything, You can kind of imagine how the scene plays out, but it kind of starts unloading on this car, and there's like there's a camera embedded in the car, and it just starts fucking. Oh, there's debris and all sorts of shit. It lives rent free in my mind. It really does, really does. Quicket, Miami Vice movie missed the Calling in the Air Tonight. I'm trying to remember what episode of the original Miami Vice that is, because it's pretty early on actually. So the Calling in the Air Tonight montage from Miami Vice, it's fucking iconic, occurs within like the first few episodes of the first series of Miami Vice. Not to diminish its impact or anything, but yeah, it's still fucking cool. Ridiculously so. I am enjoying the overuse of cows. What's the gameplay mod being played? Final Raider. Basically Tomb Raider in Doom. But the map set is Doom in rural only. It's been quite challenging. Surprisingly so. Uzi clips in the shitter? Okay. They got arrows on the map. Who made this? Sandy Pitchford? Hey-oh! The feeling I should go this way. Couldn't tell you why. Sandy Peterson, what did I say? What name did I say? Did I say Sandy Pitchford or something? Yeah. I said Sandy Pitchford. Do you want to know why I said that? Do you want to take a guess? Do you want to take a guess as to why I may have misspoke? I'll give you 3 guesses. Ho! Pardon me. Are pinkies like the cows of the demon world? If that's the case, what do they milk them for? I can imagine them for like you know, beef or whatever, you know, like meat consumption, because they look like you could pack a lot of meat onto that frame. But you know, when it comes to like the other kind of things, milk-wise and what have you. See, I can understand cacos. They're the meatballs of the demon world. But yeah, regular demons. Hell fleece? 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 What about pinkies makes you think you're gonna get fleece out of a fucking pinky? We're trying to have a serious discussion here. Are you joshing me? Are you trying to make this into some kind of joke? I regard the texture of a pinky to be that of a sphinx cat. Weirdly smooth. So is this like the is this like the Shambler question? Where pinkies are secretly fuzzy? Have I seen the fake H-Doom that's a bunch of H-shaped monsters? No. What do you mean, like the letter H? H-Doom like they're all shaped like the letter? I'll tell you what I was looking at earlier because I was on like, was it itch.io? Because that has like a weird, like, wellspring of Doom mods in there. I caught Fur Doom. There's a mod called Fur Doom. And you can probably imagine how that goes. Basically, everyone, including the protagonist, is entirely too curvy for their own good. But, despite not having played it, I'm at least 75% confident that it does not involve pornographic content.
No.
I still, right, to this day, current year, as old as I am, I still find it endlessly funny as all fuck that there is an animation in H-Doom for dicking down a Caco demon. It's like forbidden knowledge, you know. Once you have it, you can't make it go away. So you gotta find a way to make peace with it. You gotta find a way to make peace with it. Things you didn't expect to hear today. Well, if we continue talking about H-Doom, you'll hear a heck of a lot more. Oh, good grief. Is that another one for the quote pile Sova? Is that what you're telling me? Oh no, we've been abducted by a UFO. The aliens with the cows! The aliens with the cows all along! It makes perfect sense now. It makes perfect sense. How many hours have I been streaming? It's nearly 3.5 hours. Right. I have nothing but respect for people that can stream for like tens of hours at a time, man. That is, for me at this point, is a form of self-flagellation. It really is. Holy shit. I mean, I get to the point where I'm kind of tired out of 2.5 to 3 hours. But holy moly. You're not sure respect is the right word? I know what I mean. I know what I mean. There's got to be a little kind of respect there. You may not agree with what, some of these creators do with their time. But you can at least sit back and go, you know what? I don't think I'd be physically capable of actually doing what they're doing. I feel like my time has passed. I don't think I could do like a fucking marathon of a game these days. Like, the one thing that keeps popping up in my feed is, there's a streamer called Jinxie. And he's been doing a straight up, like, hardcore playthrough of Elden Ring for, like, the first time through. And to be honest, you know what? It's genuine. It's been joyous. It's been really nice watching. I don't watch it live or anything. But I do catch up on the clips. And it's really nice watching someone discover something for the first time and enjoy it and come to understand it. That's the kind of shit that I love to see. I love watching people discover something else for the first time, because if anything, I can kind of live vicariously through them. I can kind of revisit what it used to feel like for me fucking back in the day. if back in the day is like a few years back. And it's just like, it's nice. It's a nice little thing. I don't see a problem in it. If anything, I'm really excited that he's considering the possibility of doing like the expansion very quickly, very soon. You know, enjoyed the experience so much that they're willing to, enjoy more of it. That just makes me happy. I love it when other people discover the same stuff that I'm into and also find that it's really cool and want to spend time with it. It's just nice. Secondhand joy. Secondhand joy. It's good. Oh, jeez. Someone just spawned underneath me.
No.
Who's that? I'm not sure who that is. They're all over these houses. Am I restarting each level after dying without saving? No. I am saving. It's just I'm not very good at it. When in the photo, look like Gillian Anderson. No. I've watched a lot of X-Files. I'm not sure it's Gillian Anderson. And I've watched a lot of X-Files, if you know what I mean. Progress. They're rebooting the X-Files. The what? You know, I'll take that with a pinch of salt, because I also heard that they're bringing back Stargate and then they pussied out because they're fucking cowards. They don't have the stones. They don't have the stones to do it properly, so they're accepting the weakness of the flesh and realizing that they're not capable of doing justice to the lineage. They announced the cast. They already announced. That means nothing to me. In film and TV production, saying that you've announced the cast, you've filmed the scenes, and you've edited the footage means nothing to me. Do you know why it means nothing to me? Because of Batgirl. There was a Batgirl film, and they shot it, they edited it, it was ready for release, and they shit-canned it for like monetary financial purposes. Like the only silver lining of that is that the what is it? Acme versus Coyote or something is coming out. That's the only thing I can think of that where it's, you know, they're actually making good on the thing. They stole Stargate from Roland Emmerich. Let's not make Roland Emmerich a victim here. I like Roland Emmerich enough, but have you seen Moonfall? I don't want to know what he's gonna do. I don't want to know what Roland Emmerich wanted to do with fucking Stargate after his film. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what Roland Emmerich wanted to do with Stargate, because the series is great. Yeah, Stargate is one of those wonderful examples of a TV series managing to carve out an identity for itself outside of the shadow of its like theatrical origin. It's honestly not for that era of TV show. That's rare. That is actually very rare. It's not something that typically works out. I remember, right? I remember being present and accounted for, sat respectfully for the time of the evening on linear television when the first episode of Stargate SG-1 aired. I also remember being attentive and sat and fully engaged for the scene where a full-on pair of boobs and a full-on a full-on example of bush turned up on my screen. Because for some reason, they decided that the first episode of Stargate SG-1 needed a little bit of something. And that seemed to be full frontal nudity. Which is why, whenever you pick up the DVD box set for Stargate SG-1, it is rated 18 here in the UK. I watched that with my mother. Good times. This fucking map, man. It's huge. Cephalopod, Stargate took a weird direction with Stargate Atlantis. I disagree with you on Stargate Atlantis. I'd agree with you better if you mentioned Stargate Universe. Here lies Impy, the imp. They didn't even bury him properly. That's a shame. Muller, the cat. F's in chat. You're out here? It hurts you! The grave hurts you when you lie in it. Magical. Fantastic. Wonderful touch. I approve.
No.
Walk in Stargate Universe, they changed the whole shooting style and story style. Yeah, they wanted to emulate Battlestar Galactica. Tobias, have I ever played PUBG? I'm familiar with it. You stopped playing because of cheaters? I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot of people are piecing out of Arc Raiders as well lately, because of cheating. Which is a shame. I really like Arc Raiders, but yeah, if it's got a cheater problem, it's basically adding to the fact that there's a whole bunch of stuff that is pulling me away from it lately. Plenty of other Yeah. Plenty of other that style of game I'd much rather play. Seriously, I'm just after like one more key.
No.
Not sure what it... Not sure where it could be. I got the red, I got the blue.
No.
Yellow is being a little hard to find.
No.
Kalik, have I watched Babylon 5? I have, not in any particular order. But I did have the Sci-Fi Channel when I was younger, so it was one of those kind of foundational TV sci-fi things for me. There's a few episodes that legitimately scared the shit out of me. Because I was a kid. I was too young to watch it at the time.
No.
Right. Where is this other gosh darn key? Trying to remember where I've been and where I've not. It's honestly difficult. But if I don't find my way relatively soon, I'm gonna cash in my chips. Feel like I'm running out of steam. Oh hey! Speak of the devil and they shall appear. What a fortuitous event! Dwarven, you just hopped in? Hope you keep him well, man. Alright, now I can go to the exit. I'm gonna avoid the mancubuses. K-Bone, one of your favorite old Sci-Fi Channel series was a show called Eureka. Yeah, I saw a lot. Right, I didn't specifically watch Eureka, but I really like the idea of Eureka. It's like, I think it's like a small town sheriff or something gets put in charge of a town that is actually basically like CERN, like the most scientifically advanced place you could possibly have in America, but they try to keep it a secret. So all sorts of wacky science shit goes off. Yeah, I remember it being a solid fun time whenever I caught like random episodes of it. I never particularly sat down on a regular to watch it, but I remember enjoying it. It had a fun vibe. You know what I did watch a lot of? There was a series called Fringe. Loved Fringe. Fringe was like that kind of sweet spot kind of sci-fi TV series where if you were into it, you were in for a fucking ride. They didn't really have like a concrete, well-defined endpoint. They were kind of winging it in a lot of regards, but even then, they managed to do a pretty decent landing. You know, overall, reasonably decent. Managed to tie things together in a mostly satisfying fashion. Would recommend. Some good like out-of-pocket horror in that series as well. Like if I recall correctly, the first episode has like a quarantine event on a fucking airplane where everyone just starts to turn into fucking jelly or some shit. Good. Diamond Paul, someone's in good shape again. You do mod almost every day. Don't count on me for consistency, please. That's an exception to the rule these days. I try where I can. Anyways, I'm sorry if you've just turned up right now because I am unfortunately at the end of my scheduled internet time. As much as I enjoy it. But for what I've played today, I've had a pretty damn good time. So the Triads Reliquary, really solid map. I was probably expecting it to do more crazy stuff, but on a raw baseline foundational quality standpoint, can't argue with it as a single map experience. Final Raider, which is basically Lara Croft in Doom, what I'm playing right now. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Works well if you pair it up with the right map set. So it's very particular the way Final Raider works. So you gotta make sure you don't get too crazy with the monster/map setup, but if you do get a decent setup, it's a pretty enjoyable time. Pretty enjoyable time. Diamond, I almost made your day. Thanks to you. I've started playing Doom mods on your smartphone, even bought a joypad for it. Hey, if you're getting fun out of it, I'm happy. I'm happy if you're happy. Anyways, as much as I'd love to continue as long as I can stay conscious, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. So, with that, say thank you very much for watching. This has been Mr. Icarus. Catch you next time. Icarus out.